I wore a haute couture gown, playing the perfect fee at the banquet, yet my Clive treated me coldly. On our engagement night, he caught him cheating. Drunk, he spent the night with his uncle, Bruno, the Wall Street executioner. Later I learned Clive only wanted to marry me to seize my family's fortune. Was my adoptive mother Claudia threatened? My seriously ill younger sister whipped me with a riding crop and used me as a pawn in their deals. In despair, Bruno offered a wager. If I raised the company share price by 10% in 30 days, he gave me board veto power to take down Clive and Claudia. If I failed, I'd owe him a favor. I vowed to stop being a victim. With this bed as my weapon, I'd destroy everyone who hurt me. Good morning, niece-in-law, he said, his voice rough with gravel and smug. You were very enthusiastic last night. Ivy trembled. As earlier, her world had been a different hell. The champagne food stand felt ready to snap in Ivy Wallace's fingers as she stood in the center of the Pierre Hotel's grand ballroom. Crystal chandeliers blazed bright, exposing everything, making the diamonds around other women's necks glitter sharply, like bad teeth. Ivy sipped her champagne, now warm and tasting of vinegar and regret. Whispers drifted through the room, cold and sharp, rustling silk gowns and stiff tuxedos. Did you see her dress? Last season's Dior. I heard the Wallace accounts are in the red again. Poor thing. She doesn't even know where he is. Ivy knew exactly where Clive was. Clive Fitzpatrick stood near the terrace doors, staring at his phone, brow furrowed, annoyed, as he usually was with the stock market or his scotch. He was conventionally handsome, soft, featured, the kind of good looks from 3 generations of never lifting more than apron. Ivy stepped forward, her heels sinking into the plush carpet. She needed to be by his side. That was her role, the silent, smiling accessory to reassure investors. Then she saw the red dress. Katrina Bauer slid next to him like a slash of blood. Her dress was low to low for a family gala, the kind that made people talk, and Katrina loved the attention. She linked her arm to Clive's, possessive, intimate. Ivy froze, her breath catching in her throat. Clive looked up, his eyes meeting hers across the room. No warm th. Number apology, just irritation. As if she were a stain on his cuff. He waved a hand, a dismissive flick. Go away. Katrina saw the gesture, turned her head, blonde curls bouncing. She found Ivy in the crowd and smiled, not kindly, a victory grin. Then they walked out the terrace doors, vanishing into the night. Ivy stood there, the room tilting. It wasn't just humiliation, it was the 3 champagne glasses on an empty stomach. She hadn't eaten since yesterday. Claudia had mentioned the dress fit snug around her waist, and Ivy had taken a hint. A waiter approached with hors d'oeuvres. The truffle oil made her stomach heave. She pushed past him, knocking the tray. Murmurs of annoyance followed, but she didn't care. She needed air quiet. She stumbled to the elevators. The brass doors reflected a distorted version of herself. Hail wide, I panicked. On the edge of breaking, she pressed the penthouse button. The Wallaces didn't leave a suit there. They were on the 8th floor, full of people. Her mother, her sister Dulcie, the staff. Ivy couldn't face them. She remembered Clive saying the Fitzpatricks kept a permanent penthouse, suite for private meetings. Clive wouldn't type there. He was with Katrina. The room would be empty. The elevator ride made her ears pop. When the doors opened, the hallway was silent, suffocating thicker carpet, dimmer sconces. Ivy walked down the corridor, trailing her hand along the wallpaper, counting doors. 1, 2. The 3rd door was slightly ajar, a sliver of darkness inside. She pushed it open. The room smelled of cedar, expensive leather, and sharp tobacco, a strong masculine scent. Ivy, didn't he think? She kicked off her heels, leaving them on the entryway tile.